Keir Starmer has revealed and announced that £20 million worth of aid will be now sent to Gaza on top of already the support that we are providing. And Defence Secretary John Healey has announced that already £600 million this year alone has been spent on drones that have been sent to Ukraine forces. Let's check this out.
The UK is providing £20 million in additional humanitarian support to get water, sanitation and hygiene products to tens of thousands of civilians across Gaza. That is in addition to the support that we're already providing. Our 2 field hospitals in Gaza have already seen 600,000 patients. And earlier this month, Mr. Speaker, we evacuated the 3rd group of sick and injured Palestinian children to the United Kingdom, and they are now being treated by the NHS. And we will...
So, £600 million has been spent to Ukraine, but now £20 million is going to Gaza. This has caused outrage among all of you. Let's check out some of these comments. Pulling unaffordable amounts of money from the British taxpayers yet again. Hang on, we haven't got 20 million to dish out to another country, have we? When is Starmer going to put this country first? So now we are sending money to terrorists. Get him out now. The comments just go on and on. There's not one good one. Who was responsible for the arson attack at the mosque? Do your homework. How about our elderly needing extra protection from cold this winter, Keir? You father was a tool maker and you was the biggest tool he made. Give 20 million to British elderly to stay alive this winter. Obviously, this was going to cause massive outrage. What has happened is disgusting. So many women, men and children, innocent people have been killed. But what people want is for our own country to be looked after. If we was in a stable state, then I think people would happy for more money to be sent out to foreign aid. But like he said, pensioners are looking to go cold this winter. The amount of homeless people we have on our streets in the UK, including veterans, women and children. Cost of living crisis, fuel is going up. Energy is just constantly going up. Food is tripling, if not more. People are struggling to live in the UK. People want money spent on British citizens. I'm all up for aid when we've got it and people need it. But from everyone else's comments, no one is happy with this, and I do not blame them. But the other issue you've got as well is what has been pointed out. Who is checking how this money has been spent? Because we know Gaza is under Hamas control. Hamas, announced by the UK, by the way, is an organised terrorist group. There was a video released yesterday of Hamas executing men in a square in Gaza in front of its citizens for apparently being part of an opposing group in Gaza. This is the type of people he is supporting. Where does this stop? £20 million is a lot of money. That could feed our homeless. It could shelter our homeless. It could help our pensioners. It could, go towards bringing food costs down, helping food banks. All good announcing this, but when is he also going to announce that taxes are going to decrease and he's going to put money into British citizens instead of saying, we've got a black hole. It's going to be tight over the next 4 years. I've got to make uncomfortable decisions for the British citizens. And when is he going to go, yes, money is tight. We have a black hole, but you know what? I'm going to pump money into the UK to bring down energy prices, to bring down fuel prices, to bring down food prices, to give a better state pension back to the taxpayers, those people that pay national insurance contributions. Please do comment below your thoughts on this as well. I'd love to see what you've got to say. And then going over to John Healey, who has announced 85,000 drones will go to Ukraine. They have spent £600 million this year alone to fast track drone deliveries to Kiev. He's also announced that he's going to extend Operation Eastern Sentry until December. For those that don't know, Operation Eastern Sentry is where loads of NATO allies have come together to provide air support along the eastern flank, such as Poland, Romania. Recently, Russia has done a mass amount of incursions into NATO airspace with fighter jets and drones. So sending Typhoons that way to sort of as a presence and a deterrence to Russia is a good idea. But £600 million worth of drones have gone to Ukraine, on top of the other funding that we provide as well, with munitions, vehicles, armoured vehicles, tanks, kit and equipment. We have a lot of money going out of the UK into other countries. All good for that, providing national security to the UK. But when are we going to pump money back into the UK to the British citizens? So, yeah, it's absolutely crazy the amount of money that we've got going out. But Operation Easter Sentry has been extended, and it does need to be. Russia is testing NATO's borders. He wants to know our response times. He wants to know what assets we have. He wants to know how long can we keep this up for? How long can we keep pumping money in? He wants to collect that data. If I send 2 jets over here, how long does it take you to respond? How long does it take you to remove me out of that airspace? How will you react to that? Will you react by words or will you react by force? Poland are talking about stepping up. The UK are more just there as a deterrence. But Putin wants to know this. He wants to know how you react. But he also likes to just push your buttons. He also likes to just expend your resources. If I keep doing NATO incursions into NATO airspace, that's your funding. That's your aircraft that you've got to use, your manpower. You're taking that assets away from somewhere else. And he's clever like that. But how UK and NATO respond is extremely important. Thank you for watching once again. Please do comment below with what your thoughts are on this. I'll be very interested to hear what you've got to say. If you want to check out our coffee, head over to combatreadyhq.co.uk. The link is in the description. And if you want to check out Combat Fuel supplements, if you're hitting the gym or you're working out, then they do great supplements. Use code CH15 for 15% off. Thanks for watching.